It was the site of the most egregious betrayal by the MILF on a sincere military officer and his men that ended in a gory massacre of an army general, 4 colonels and 30 other officers and soldiers of the Philippine Army during the time of his father and president. But earlier today, the commander-in-chief paid a visit to Patikul, Sulu, which lives in infamy in the minds of those who remember, to deliver much-needed aid and cash assistance to the marginalized sectors of the Muslim community, as our Alan Francisco reports.
The rain didn't ease or cool down President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s desire to visit the residents of Sulu earlier at the provincial capital gymnasium. 10,000 beneficiaries of the presidential assistance to farmers, fisherfolk, and their families each received 10,000 pesos cash assistance. The President's visit to Sulu comes 9 months after the first of Special Assistant to the President's Secretary Anton Lagdameo Jr. and the DSWD last October of the previous year.
Hindi namin kayo iiwan sa pagharap sa pagsubok na ito. Kaya kami ay makakapagbahagi ng ayuda upang makabangon kayo muli at higit pang mapayabong ang inyong pamumuhay.
Apart from the Office of the President, the DSWD also provided 10,000 pesos in cash assistance to over 5,000 farmers and fishermen under the Ayuda sa Kapos ang Kita program. The Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao also distributed agricultural machinery and equipment.
Naway ang tulong na dala namin ngayon ay magpalakas sa inyong mga kabuhayan at magpatibay palalo sa inyong bila isang lalawigan.
Meanwhile, the Office of House Speaker Martin Romualdez gave away rice to the attendees. The beneficiaries were happy with this assistance as it adds to their daily expenses. In addition to the aid, President Marcos shared the good news on the improvement of their airport, the Hulo Airport Development Project, where the government is pushing for 100 million peso funding for the project. The President also reported that the Philippine National Police had intensified maritime patrols to resolve illegal fishing in the waters of Sulu. Meanwhile, in an ambush interview, President Marcos was asked if there would be a policy shift in the Department of Education under the leadership of Senator Sani Angara. The President replied,
Maybe a little bit because the last time I spoke to him, just after we announced that he was going to be the next Secretary of DepEd, nag-usap kami. And there are 2 elements that we paid attention to.
There are 2 things that need to be focused on in the education sector of the country. First, according to President Marcos, is the employability of Filipino students and the government's steps to improve the global learning assessment.
Because that's where we're falling behind, and that is the area that is most in demand right now because we're getting more and more technical.
Among the President's marching orders to Senator Angara are improving the working conditions of teachers, the feeding program for students, and teaching children the history of the country. Alan Francisco from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.